SeniorLink has been around since 2011. We're under the umbrellas of El Hogar, and El Hogar has been around forever. So SeniorLink is actually the only program that is not mental health related. We don't have a level. All the other programs, they will have to be referred through adult assets, which means, through adult assets, they get placed based on the level of, mental illness that they have. So we do, right here at SeniorLink, we do a lot of presentation in the community. That's where we get our participants from. They're not called consumer because, again, this is a prevention program. We're not mental health related. We're just under El Hogar, and everything is mental health related, so they assume that we're another mental health program. It is for the older adult population. You will have to be 55 years of age or older. It's completely free to them. It's at no cost to them. We get our funding from the Sacramento County Mental Health. So basically, any seniors who are experiencing mild symptoms of depression, they're not, active anymore. As they get older, they're going through a lot of changes, lots of friends, loved ones, their health, they begin to experience a lot of health issues, and they're not as mobile anymore, and then they become less active. Well, at SeniorLink, our role is to, reintegrate them back into the community, introduce them to what's available for, people their age, find activities for them to do. If they have certain type of hobbies that they enjoy, but they no longer, participate in them because they felt like, I'm already, at this age and nothing is fun anymore. We help get them together with other people that have similar interests so they can build friendships. If they don't have transportation, the seniors that we work with right now, transportation is a huge challenge. So we work with them to connect to public transportation. If they have a mobility issues, we connect them to paratransit, which go door to door to pick them up. And if they can still, ride the bus, we will go with them on the bus, teach them how to ride the bus. We provide paratransit coupons and bus pass to encourage them to get out, to live a happier, more independent lifestyle besides just staying home. If they don't have a health care provider, we help them with getting connected to find a primary care provider, make sure that they're on top of their medications and their health needs, so that they will feel well mentally and physically to come out and attend our socials. So because we promote well-being and move seniors from depressions to getting them to be in a happier place, we have a lot of social opportunities for them to come out. So you see all of these ones that we have here: computer-based class, health and wellness. We have bunco, we have scrapbooking, and we have arts and crafts. If you look at the long newsletter there, you will see the calendar is Monday through Friday. I will tell you when we have our group. Every Monday we have the health and wellness and the peer-to-peer support group. Peer-to-peer support group is usually for the participants who come into our program, they're feeling depressed, they don't want to do anything. And they feel like, well, nothing is interesting anymore. I just don't really want to get out and do anything. We will encourage them to come to the peer-to-peer support group so that they can share about what's currently going on in their life. They right now we have different topics every month that we talk about. We talk about mood disorder, different types of depression, schizophrenia. We talk about Alzheimer's, and in health and wellness, we talk about nutrition, diabetes, heart disease, and things like that. So we encourage them to come and to learn about all of these. We have professional guest speaker every month to come and talk about fall prevention, diabetes, do blood pressures for them. And so one of the unique things about these classes is that, it allows them to come and share about, their personal experience with the other participants, and the other participant gets to share their story and advice to the other participants. So other than that, we have a computer class for seniors who would like to get up to date with technology, learn how to use the computer, maybe get on social network and chat with their family member who live in other states. So I teach the computer class every Thursday, and it's been popular. We receive a huge number of interest, and I've been having a lot of students coming to the computer class. Other than that, we have, it's open to the public, so if they're not a participant, they can still attend, Of course, you will have to be 55 to be in the program, but you don't have to be 55 to come to, the weekly social events that we have. So like arts and craft, we have all the material, and scrapbooking, we have all the material. They just need to be there at the hour where we have these social groups going on and to participate in them. And we also do monthly birthdays and monthly outings for the participants in our group. So every month, we have different opportunities to, expose our participant to, our program is short-term, it's not long-term, so it is only 1 year. And within that 1 year, we like to, we set up the participant with an advocate one-on-one, and then the advocate go see them at their home, and the advocate will help them establish 3 goals. Those goals can be anything that the participant wants to work on. And then our job is to make sure that they accomplish those 3 goals they set for themselves in 1 year. So that way when they graduate, they have the support system they need to, be able to get out and to participate and be, active in the community without relying on, anyone else. So that's pretty much our program. Any questions?
So do they have to have a mental health diagnosis?
No, in our program, if someone comes into our program with a mental health diagnosis already, then we will refer them to appropriate services. Our program is for those that are experiencing mild symptoms of isolation or depression, or they're just shut in and they're not as active.
Okay, and it's just 55 and over?
55 and older. Okay. And lives in Sacramento County, so we serve all Sacramento County. Yes.
And I see that you guys have a newsletter or a calendar. Do you guys have any volunteer opportunities, or?
We have a lot of volunteer opportunity within Alpharetta itself, not within SeniorLink at this time. It is a good question. I will, talk to the supervisor, because we have a lot of weekly group. And if, she opens the door to have a volunteer, yeah, that would be great.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, we actually, right on campus across the street, we call it the Happy Times Cafe, and it's for seniors with Alzheimer's and also for their caregivers. Oh. So is that something that if you know anyone from your groups, if they want, they're welcome to come over.
Oh, okay, definitely.
And it's once a month.
Yeah, if you can give me the information, yes, one of the things we provide our participants with is resources. So anything out in the community that will benefit them, we let them know, we connect them to it, we find a way for them to get there, and that is what they want to do.
Okay, great. And I'll get that too.
Yes.
If we wanted to intern with you guys or get a job where you guys work, how do we do that?
We have a lot of intern. We do have websites. If you look on the brochure, there is a website, and if you go to the website, there should be information. Yes?
How often, or what's the percentage of people that join the different cultural backgrounds?
The majority of them are English speaking, and then the other biggest group is the Hispanic community. Okay. And then other than that, from the Russian, we have a small portion from there, and then a small portion from the Hmong community. We don't have a lot of the Vietnamese seniors or the Cantonese or Mandarin. So I don't know, maybe because we don't currently have an advocate that speaks that language, it can be one of the reasons why, but yeah, since SeniorLink's been running for 4 years now, if we do get from those population, it will be like, 2 or 3 other months. Yeah.
Does the advocate need like a special training to join in?
No, there's no special training. Once you can navigate, of course, you will be, they will set you up with all the different advocates, and you will get to go out in the field with the advocate, shadow them, and they will, show you how they make home visits. We do 90% of the time field work, so we're not in the office. We're always out there visiting participants at their home or out in the community, or we transport them to, other community center to get help. So yeah, so they will show you the rope and everything like that. Yes?
Can you tell us a little bit background of you?
Sure. I didn't start with that. Yeah, so I came to SeniorLink in 2011, right when the program started really fresh. And we went through a lot of, ups and downs during that time. And, I went through all the changes with them. I started out as an advocate with the program. I am right now a behavioral health advocate. So I oversees all the participants that, have a little bit more challenge with needs. The ones that, have a diagnosis that has not been diagnosed yet. Those who are having severe symptoms of depressions, or, they might be having early onset of dementia, and, that has not been diagnosed yet, or those that has, bipolar issues or severe OCD. So I make home visits to all these participants. We have like a depression scale where we measure them. And for all the ones that are high on the depression scales, I get to make home visits with them to see them and connect them to appropriate services. Before Alphabar, I do a lot of volunteer work with the senior community, but preferably in my language. So I volunteer with, a lot of the older adults in my populations, and I do income tax before that. So before SeniorLink, I was in a nonprofit or working with the seniors. So yeah.
With the program, can they try to go back after they complete a year?
It depends. We have a couple ones that return, but then, it will be based on whether it is something that is new in their life that we have not worked with them on before. Okay. Yeah, so it's, by individual basis. A lot of the time they sign up, we have a lot of you sign up, but then a lot of them, wouldn't be able to come back unless there is something that changed dramatically within the time frame that they were in our program. Any questions? All right, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, for having me, and, taking your time to be here on a busy day. I do have a lot of these referrals right here. If you know of any family members who will benefit from our program, you see that they're not active, you can, let them know about our program. Yes.
So what exactly happens? You write a referral, you refer someone, and then what happens from
You
there?
refer someone, and then that person will get a call in about 2 weeks or so. We will screen them, and if they're not already enrolled in a mental health program, then we will assign an advocate to them, and they will get a phone call to welcome them to our program and say, this is your advocate, and the person who referred them will receive a phone call and say, the person you referred to our program has accepted services. If they decline services, we'll also give you a call and let you know that the person decided to, decline services at this time.
So they don't have to worry about, asking for insurance information or anything like that?
No, we don't ask them about any income information. We don't even ask them about, whether they're legally here or not. So, yeah. We need very basic information, just their age, their home address, and their phone number. Okay. And if they meet all the criteria, lives in Sacramento, not enrolled in a mental health plan, and if they want to be more active, then we'll get them enrolled.
That's great.
Yeah. So income is not an issue. And there are a lot of older adults in our program, they have in-home support services. Before, we used to have a limit, which if they receive more than 250 hours in a month, then they won't be eligible, but that has been lifted. So, you know, that doesn't even count anymore either. We don't even ask how many hours they receive. Yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you.
You're welcome.